Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sonic Music Releases, the series where I talk about and look over officially, physically released Sonic music from over the years. Today we are looking at the two releases to come out of Sonic Lost World. In fact, I actually recorded this episode before, but I only talked about the original soundtrack release and not the bonus soundtrack special selection release. I only talked about it instead of showing it, but since then I have added it to my collection, so I figured why not just redo the episode and talk about both rather than doing some kind of follow-up episode with the second. So all that being said, here is Sonic Lost World original soundtrack Without Boundaries. This was released November 27th, 2013 in Japan, and it is the complete original soundtrack for Sonic Lost World. I'll definitely put a scan of the track list up because the slipcase glitter gets in the way a little bit. Anyway, it was published by Wavemaster Entertainment and retailed for 4,200 Japanese yen, or roughly $36–37 by today's standards. And yeah, I commented about the glitter. The entire slipcase has a very glittery finish on it, and not to mention the cover art in the first place is it's something. We can see the Sonic Team logo down here, Sonic Lost World black and white logo. The art of Sonic that came out of Lost World, and of course the track list on the back. Speaking of the slipcase, let's get that thing off. You might have noticed that this soundtrack is another that is oriented vertically instead of a normal horizontal CD jewel case. It's very like the Colors soundtrack release in a few ways, that being one of them. If you're curious, the inside of the case is yellow. Just thought I'd let you know. Anyway, we can see the booklet. It's reflecting a lot right now, but we can see that the booklet is like just blue with Sonic in it. Sonic Lost World original soundtrack Without Boundaries. And there's no back because it's just a 3-disc that extends to the back. So take a look at the booklet first before we get to the discs. And here you can see it is very similar to the Sonic Colors booklet, how it was, you know, how the pages were like, you open them this way instead of this way. Not many other Sonic soundtracks are like that, and Sonic Lost World and Sonic Colors are pretty similar. In fact, I would kind of consider Lost World like a kind of a sequel to Sonic Colors. Not really a sequel, but like, you know what I mean. They kind of fit in the same group. But anyway, yeah, it's just, you see the track list, and then, you know, disc 1, it's just production credits all the way out, and then, yeah, there's not even any lyrics this time around, because Lost World didn't have any lyrical songs, but it does have the Sonic Lost World Session Orchestra credits with some art of Robotnik and Orbit and Cubit, and we just have the catalog number on the very last page, and this hexagonal design. But now in terms of the discs, we have disc 1, which is red with like a blue Sonic. It's kind of like, if you look at it dead on, it doesn't look right. Like, it looks like that. But if you tint it, if you tilt it, it's kind of like, you can see how it looks like the normal art. It looks negative when you look at it normally. Then we have disc 2, which has some of the Deadly Six on it. This one's green with a big blue number 2, very dark blue number 2. And then we have the last disc, which has the remaining of the Deadly Six. And that's pretty much all I can say about this release. It didn't come with an obi or a sticker. It didn't come with any cool things. Just the music. Lets the music speak for itself, I guess, in that regard. How much is this guy worth nowadays? I would say anywhere from 35 to 45. Still kind of about like what it retailed for. Hasn't really gone up. Whereas that is the original soundtrack for Lost World. We actually did get another item, music release for Lost World, and that is this Sonic Lost World bonus soundtrack special selection. This was released October 24th, 2013, a little more than a month before the OST came out in Japan. It was released exclusively as an enclosure with the Sonic character case set, and what that was, it was a 3DS XL, I think, maybe just normal 3DS, I'm guessing XL, like case and bag, and then it also just happened to come with this, because it was released shortly before Sonic Lost World came out, and it was also on the 3DS. I think I forget that sometimes. Like, I just think about it as the Wii U game, but yeah, it was a completely separate game on 3DS. Because of being released in an enclosure, it was published by Sega themselves, And the package retail value was $29.80 Japanese yen, or roughly $27–28. But that's, of course, you get not only the special selection CD, but you get the case and the bag as well. Anyway, let's take a look at this. You can see that it's a very slim maxi single case. No back or anything. Well, that's pretty much all you need to see right there, but I'll take a look at everything individually. Here is the artwork we see on the front. You see compact disc logo, stereo, printed in Japan, bonus soundtrack, special selection. I'm assuming the exact same in Japanese right under there. Sonic Lost World, Japanese logo. Really cool shot of Sonic and Tails flying to the Lost Hex. Sega logo right up there. But as we can see right here, I'm not going to bother putting a scan of it up on screen because you can just see it right here. This only includes 3 songs. It includes the Wonderworld title theme, the the orchestral theme for Sonic Lost World, a Zone music medley, which is like a bunch of the Zone musics put into a medley. It's 7 minutes and 42 seconds. Probably what I'm playing in the background of this episode. It's actually pretty cool. It starts with a drum beat for Windy Hill. Is that the name of the level? It starts with a drum beat that we don't hear like anywhere else, like specifically for this medley. I love stuff like that, so that was really cool. And then the Deadly Six theme. And the only other part I really have to show you is the disc. And it's not really anything special. It's Sonic Lost World, basically the text and everything we saw on the front. Big art of Sonic with a hole going through his torso. This like blue splotch of a logo, which is not even advertising, and it's just saying compact disc pressed in Japan. Like it's not amazing. I don't know why you gotta put that in a blue circle for itself. And then around the border we just have copyright information. So yeah, cool little item. It's really nice to have. Okay, so what would I say that the bonus soundtrack special selection is worth? I would say anywhere from $5 to $30, and that's kind of a jump between those two numbers, but I put it as low as $5 because I actually got mine for under $5 before shipping. But the thing is, it was released as a promotional enclosure, so if you got the entire set, you could pay anywhere from like, you know, 30 to 60 bucks. But if you find, and it's not common to find the soundtrack itself, I was actually incredibly like I was so surprised when I actually did. But if you find the soundtrack on itself, it'll probably be less because, you know, if you're not selling the entire set on itself, then it's inherently losing value if you're just piecing it off and selling each individual piece. And finally, I did want to talk about one last thing called the Sonic Lost World Wonderworld EP. This was a digital EP put on iTunes Japan. I swear I remember it being on US iTunes. Maybe it never was. Like, it's not on US iTunes now. Maybe it never was. I could have swore that it was. But anyway, it was released September 25th, 2013, a month prior to the special selection, actually. It was a 2-song digital EP that included Wonderworld and a short version of Windy Hill. And it was only 300 Japanese yen, so like less than $3. Yeah, that was a cool little digital EP that they released for promotion of Lost World. I want to see more stuff like that because it is pretty cool. Of course, keep releasing stuff physically, Sega, please. So thanks for watching another episode of Sonic Music Releases, and I'll see you in the next one.